So drawing standards. So we have to use the standards. Why? Because others can understand if you use the standards, or if you do not use, so they will make a mistake, and so they have to change, and then if they have some mistake in the process, so then you have to pay, and then your car will be expensive. Okay, so standards. There are a lot of standards in many countries, in every country. In our country also has own standard, but there is the organization which is combining every standards and trying to combine every standards and communicating, making a understandable each standard. So that is a ISO, International Standardization Organization. Okay, so ISO also a standard. Like you can follow ISO standard, and also our standard is GOST. Okay, so the GOST is former Soviet Union countries, and some Eastern European countries are still using this one. So in Uzbekistan also using this one. Still, many products use this standard to design and manufacture. Okay, so you're using unified system for design documentation. The documentation unified system for design documentation is included into the GOST. Okay, so it goes like Единая система конструкторской документации, ESKD. It goes like this. And we are in this course we are learning the GOST also, and also ISO rules. Okay, so next years we'll learn ISO standard. How to draw is using ISO standard. So in my lecture, I'm trying to show ISO, GOST, and ANSI. ANSI is American standard. Okay, the abbreviation of INSI, ANSI, means stand for American National Standard Institute. Why we are learning this one? Because most of you might go to the American company or American related company or GM company. So they're using this kind of drawings. Okay? So there is a Japanese, like GIS, Japanese Industrial Standard, PS, UK standard, like British standard, Australian standard is, DIN is Germany's Deutsche Institute for Normung. Okay, ISO is international standard organization. So if you wish, you can learn ISO, ANSI, and BS or whatever. If you it's up to you. If you plan to go somewhere to, or some company, some country's company, so you have to learn that standard also. Okay.
Professor.
Yes.
What about other countries such as UAE, for example, Dubai?
Yes.
What is the standard of them?
Yes, they have if they have industry. So as you know, many companies has not own industry. They're using some help of some countries. For example, if you build some company from a UK company here, so you are following UK standard. But if you work with some our domestic companies, so you have to follow both of them, UK standard and GOST standard also. So, but some of you might go to the domestic company, so that's why I have to show you the GOST rules. And also some of you might go to the GM, and so that's why I'm showing you ANSI. Okay, so but mostly of them are similar. Mostly of them similar. So we are learning design documentation. So that's why mostly of them are similar. So I will show only the differences. So if you understand one of them very good, so you can transfer very easily. So similar to the language, okay, literal language. So if you know English language, so you can learn Japanese easily. So if you do not know, it's very difficult to learn. So similar to this. Okay, so there is a orthographic projection. Okay, so what's the orthographic projection? As I told you at the starting of our lecture, we are studying descriptive geometry topics also. Descriptive geometry is invented by Gaspard Monge. So he is a French mathematician and engineer. So he was a military minister at that time. So, and then he invented this technique, so descriptive geometry subject, he invented technique of descriptive geometries, principles, in order to produce, in order to represent in his mind or to solve three-dimensional problems by using only two-dimensional paper. Okay, so he invented this one, descriptive geometry, and by his principles, so this subject is done. Okay, so this subject is created, descriptive geometry. So, and by the using of these techniques, so current technical drawing principles are done. Okay, so he's a father of technical drawing, we can say like that. Okay, so he was a military minister, and he invented many things like the armored ships, the military things like vehicles. Okay, so and he used only two-dimensional pages. So and then by using that two-dimensional drawing, so he solved three-dimensional problem without using a 3D computer, 3D software and computer. And this system, which was and still is called descriptive geometry, and provided a method of graphical describing an object accurately and unambiguously, is relied on perpendicular projection. For example, if you see from the top, so you will project it for like this, the projection, top projection, and then from the front, so you will project it to this wall and into this two-dimensional paper, like a triangle. So and then so you are not having this kind of prism. Okay, so you will have, by the seeing of these projections, so you are imagine this part in your mind. Okay, so and by the having these two projections. Okay, so this kind of way is invented by him. So it calls descriptive geometry. So we have this kind of techniques in our lecture, 4 or 5 lectures. Okay, so there is a way of make projections. There is a way of the projections. There are two ways of the projection. The first is the first angle projection method and the third angle projection method. So okay, so we are using actually mostly first angle projection in this semester. Okay, so from the next term, from the next year, so you will learn third angle projection. What's the difference? So we are putting our part here, and then this is a space. This is a reality 3D space. So we are dividing the space with using two planes. One is vertical, one is a horizontal. So we are dividing the space into the 4 quadrants. Okay, 4 parts. First part is first quadrant. Second part is second quadrant. The third one is third quadrant. Fourth one is fourth quadrant. And we are putting our object to the first part, and then looking from this side. We are looking like this to the part, and then that will be projected into the wall like this. And from the top, we are looking from the top. If you look from the top, so you will see this edge, and then the bigger edge here. So this is big one, this is small edge. So we are projecting from this side this kind of truncated cone, and okay, so and then 2 circles from the top, and then we open this page like this way. So then we'll have this kind of drawing. The front view is like this, and top view is like this. Okay, so by the seeing of these 2 shapes, we are generating in our mind, in our head, this kind of part. Okay, so here you can see the first angle projection, and other views, like this one is front view, that is top side view, that is bottom view, the view from the bottom of the part. So and then if you see from this side, from the left hand side of the part, you will generate this one. Okay, so this is a left view, and from the right hand side of the part, we will get this kind of right hand side part. And okay, so we are using this kind of views. Actually, we are using only 3 views: front view, top view, and left view here. Left view also like this. Okay, so this is first angle projection. And if you have your part in the third quadrant, so if you put here like this, and if you're looking here, and that what you see is projected into the plane, and what you see is from here, it will be projected to the wall. And if you open it, so your part will be like this. The top view will be on the top, and the front view will be on the bottom of the top. Okay, so that is a front view, and that is a sorry, that is a front view, that's the top view. So that's the top view, that's the front view. And what you see from the left appear in the left. So that kind of left view, but what you see from the left appear here. Okay, what you see from the right hand side appear on the right. But here, what you see from the right hand side appear on the left. So that's the difference. So that's this is a first angle projection method. That's a third angle projection method. That's World is using this one, World, except US and UK. UK is using this third angle projection method, and Australia and Canada. Right? So UK related countries are using third angle projection method, but we are using first angle projection method. Okay, so that is a difference. When you're using books, so some books, some foreign books might use this third angle projection method. Okay, so be careful and don't use this one in the examination. In our examination, we are using only first angle projection method. Okay, so this one we are using. Be careful and don't say in the book is shown like this. No, in our books, in our ISO related books are shown first angle projection method. Okay, so third angle projection method is basically used in American books. So be careful. And
Professor,
yes.
When we look at the object from the left part of it, is third angle projection method, yeah? But
No,
when we look at the
no, actually you put, when you put your part here, and you're looking, your eye will be here. Your eye will be here.
From the right.
Yeah, not from the right. Just the object is here, for example, and in the behind of this object, your page. And when you're looking from the front, you're a front test. Okay, so we are looking. Your eye is here and looking to the object, and then in the behind is your page. Okay, so that is a first angle projection. But in here, your eye is in between of the page and a part. Okay, so you are looking the object, and what you see, you're projecting to the page. So your eye is here in between two things. But in here, your eye is here, and then part, and then a page. So what you see from here, you're projecting to your page. But in here, what you see here, you're projecting to the behind the page. Okay, so we call this one. There are two names like this: mirror box and X-ray. In the X-ray, you are making an X-ray from this direction, and then so this is the body. So you are making an X-ray. So that is X-ray film. So what you are making a X-ray, so the shape will appear in the X-ray film here. But in mirror box, you're putting your object inside a box, mirror box, So box is made by mirror. So every day you are looking the mirror. So you are putting your part here, and what you see in the mirror, you're seeing the retraction side. Okay, so the side of this, it will appear here in the mirror. So you open that mirror, and then from this side, what you see this side appear here, and this side appear in the top. So when you open, so the front view appear here, top view appear in the top, and then this side appear here. Okay, the top is here, this one here, the right hand side appear here. Okay, top, front, and right. So like this.
Okay.
So that is
I have a question.
box. Yes. Yes.
Are we going to draw this on the exam?
No. So you're not going to draw this thing this semester. Okay. This semester, this year, you're not using this one at all. So I just gave you the information when you use some books, and don't confuse. So that's why to prevent the confusion, so don't use this method. Okay, so we are using only the first angle projection in the examination and study. Okay, so this one, X-ray method.
Okay.
So
Thanks.
okay. Yes,
Professor.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I've got also question. And in the exam, during the exam, we have to draw this project, right? Or we have to explain this material.
No.
What we can see.
You are not. You will not have any task about explanation. Your task will be a drawing. But in order
Just draw.
Just draw. But to draw correctly, so you have to understand it. Okay, so just ask me if you have an issue, if you have any misunderstanding with this one, please ask from me. Okay, so because the task of our task is to study, to understand these type. Okay, so to generate the this kind of projection, 3 views.
And also,
okay, so, or this one,
and
like this. Your page might
and
be
we
like
have to draw it in 3D project, right? In 3D or just draw?
In the examination, no. You are not
Not 3D.
to draw, no 3D, no 3D. But
by
in
computer.
the practice, okay, in the practice, you will generate by hand, by instrumental drawing, the 3-dimensional drawing, kind of isometric view. We call isometric view. So it's included to generate isometric views by using. So you will be given three views, and you will be your task will be to generate 3-dimension, okay, isometric view. That is a practice, not an examination. And in the laboratory lessons, we will study how to generate 3-dimensional parts using a computer. Okay, so that will start from the January. But before that, so we have to learn this one, how to do in the 2-dimensional in the pages. Okay, so in the paper.
Professor.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I have misunderstood first angle project. Could you explain it again, please?
First one, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see this. Okay, so you have a part, for example, you have a part. So let me see any part. Example, like this cube. So the front side is a green. Green color is front side. red side is the top side of the part, and the yellow side. Yellow side is the left hand side of the part. Just see, look to the part as from your position. Don't put yourself inside of the part. Okay, just look to the part as your student and your people, and the part itself is a part. Okay, so it's an object. Don't put yourself inside to it. So then, what's the left hand side? What's the left of the part? Left part is this. This side is left. The yellow side is the left part of the left side of the part. So and red part is the top side of the part. Top side of the part. And then this side is front side. Front side of the part. So when you draw with using first angle projection, so you have to draw like this. So we have a like this a page. Sorry. So let me okay, let me draw like this. So we have a page. In the page, you have to make like this 10 lines. You have to divide. You have to divide your page into the 4 parts. Is using very thin lines, and then you have to draw the what you see in the front view here. Draw your green area, green side here, and then in the bottom of this you draw a top view. What you see from the top, draw here. What you see from the left hand side, draw on the right hand side. Okay, so so let me draw like this way also. So our box is like this. So when you okay, so the part is here, inserted here. So that is a front side. That's the front side. Front wall. Okay. That's a top wall. That's a left hand side. Left wall. So that's this is a left wall. That's a front wall. That's a top plane. Say plane. Yes. Top plane here. That's the front plane and left side plane. So what you see from the right hand side of the part, so the part is left hand side of the part. What you see from the left hand side of the part appear on the right hand side of the front. Okay, so that's so you open this top plane to the dawn like this, and open this one to the side. This one leave, the front view should be left like this. So okay, you leave here, you open this one like this, that one. So using a scissors, just cut like this. Okay, scissors. Cut from here to there. When you cut, so and then you can open your box and you can make a plane. This box as a plane, like okay, like this. So here the empty, there is a nothing. there's a nothing. So this top plane becomes here, came here, and front view, front plane comes here, and left view will be on this plane, same as the front plane here. So what you see from this side appear on the left hand side, left plane, and what you see from this front view, front side of the part appear here, and then what you see from the top appear here. So then open it, so that will be here. So how you draw this? How you draw this? Like, let me, what? Sorry. So draw small, like this thin line, and then that's the front view, that's the side view, and we need two circles, one circle and second circle like this. Okay, so this kind of way of the drawing calls first angle projection method. Okay, so
Okay. So I think from the bottom it will appear in the top. Am I right?
yes, yes, yes. When you want to,
so it appears from the opposite.
Yes, yes.
if you see from the bottom thing, so that will be here. Yeah, one circle. So that this circle cannot see from the bottom. So that's why one circle will be there. So there are other rules. There are other rules. So if you want to show hidden edges, so you can use this kind of dash line. Okay, so dash line means hidden edge there. And also when you use this kind of way of representation, so you have to use some additional lines like center lines to show the center line. Have to use center lines. Okay, so later on we'll study this one very deeply. So no problem. So if you do not understand later on, you will. I hope you will understand. Okay, so the first angle projection at the edge of your drawings, at the in the edge one corner, you will have this kind of markings. Like the first one is first angle projection method, because you are looking from this side. If you look this way, so you will see this edge, and then that edge. So this is small edge, and that is big circle. So in the third angle, if you look from here, so your edges, small edge will appear here, and then this is big edge will appear here. So this kind of description or just symboling you will have in the corner of your drawings. Like you have a drawing here, you have a drawing here, for example. You have a drawing, something is drawn here in the corner, in the area in here. So you will have that information, very small information, whether this one or that one. So if you have this third angle projection, that is third angle projection method is used to draw this drawing. If you have this this one, so first angle projection is used. Okay, so mostly Asian countries and European countries are using the first angle projection, and we are also using, and Italians also using, Europeans are using. Third angle projection is used in US and UK, New Zealand, Canada, Australia. Okay, so Okay, so basic line types. There are several lines are represents different thing. Okay, so the line types are very important because, for example, continuous thick line means there is an edge. There are an edge. Okay, so edge you have to draw with using thick like this line continuously. Continuous thin line you're using to represent dimensions or extension lines and leader line. So we'll soon, okay, next lectures is included how to draw correctly those things. So that's just know. So if you draw thin line to represent the edges, that will be wrong. Okay, so you have to use thick line to represent an edge of the part. And hidden line. So hidden dash line. Okay, so hidden features uses this kind of to represent the hidden feature, hidden edge. So use a dash thick line, or dash thin line. So you can differently use thin and thick dash lines. So if the edge is near to you, so you can use thick one. If the edge is far from you, so you can use thin one. And the chain thin line, that is always thin, very thin line and chain line, like dash dot line. So that we use to show the center of the figure or shape. And when we have cylindricity, when we have a circle, when we have some kind of hole, circle thing. Okay, so we are using this kind of thing. Or when we have a symmetric thing in the middle, you can have this kind of chain thin line. Okay, so drawing tools, what kind of tools we have to use? So we need pencils, graphite pencil, just normal regular pencils. So there is a grading system. So from 9H, there is a 9 up to the 9B. We need two types of them. All right. So 2H, we need a 2H to draw. Just initial draw, we can draw with 2H. That is, H means hard one. So if this number is increases, by the increasing of this number, the hardness of your pencil is increasing. By the going to the B side, so if the number is increasing to the B side, like 2B, 3B, 5B, the softness of your graphite is increasing. Okay, so we need a HB. HB means mediums, hard and black. So that's the middle. And 2H means 2 times harder than H. So that is hard pencil. By using a hard pencil, you can draw like this, too hard like to draw this. And by HB, you can draw this kind of lines. So why you need this one? When you draw initially, so you can have hard one, because it will be no mess there. Very careful lines can be done with this one. Very thin lines can be done with this one. But after finalizing everything, you can refine it. You can refine it by using HB. Okay, so you draw with 2H, like your shape. So there will be thinner lines, and it's easy to erase it, easy to change it. So it makes no mess there. After everything is fine. So you can refine it by using HB. Just redraw this one into the with thick line, like continuous thick line. You use 2B. After doing this one, be careful, so you can damage your drawings. Okay, so just put white paper on top of this. Okay, otherwise that will be smashed. Like if you use very black one, so it will be very soft, and you might make a mess there on your pages paper. Okay, so what other things we use? Drawing paper sheets. So E3 sheets we use. A3 sheets we use in order to draw. In the practice, we use A3 regular blank, okay, not graph one, just blank one, white one, okay. So white regular A3 sheets we use. And also the graph one to study purpose. Just if you want to use some to draw easily, you can use cell one, okay. So graph one A3 sheets. Do you know that the banner notebooks, like notes, banner, if you open, that is actually A4 like this, but if you open the stapler in the middle, so that will be A3. Like if you open it, that will be A3. So then graph one, that's just one banner is enough for you. That's just for study purpose. And rulers, you need ruler, protractor like this, protractor you need. Oval ruler, if you can find this one, very perfect. That is very good saying if you can find this one. If you not, no problem. French curves, this kind of curves you might need it. And eraser for designers, just find good eraser. Just for designers also, or for artists or for engineers, is good one. Okay, so not hard one. Okay, you need a soft one. And compass, you need a compass for circles, to draw in the circles. A good compass, just try to find a good circle, because you are using this one later on also, okay, not only for my course. So find a university students one, not very cheap one, okay. So not for school school students, okay. So just find a university students one or professional one. And so because you are using later on also,